Alrighty, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's mini stretch break session. We are so excited to have you all joining us. Just some quick housekeeping items before we hop into our stretch break. Please make sure that you have a clear surrounding area, that you won't hit your desk or knock anything over. Just make sure you have enough space around you. For today's session, we will remain seated. So you will need a chair that does not have wheels, so we don't want anyone rolling away, having any injuries or anything like that. So make sure that your chair does not have wheels, that you have one of the proper foot shoe wear. Make sure, that no open toes, anything like that. But make sure you just have a nice clear space. Keep some water nearby if you want to hydrate while you're stretching. And lastly, just listen to your body. We will go through different stretches all throughout our stretch break. So do what feels best and feels most comfortable to you. Don't try to challenge or strain or push yourself too hard. So definitely just make sure to listen to your body. And I oftentimes will give variations or modifications if needed. But I think that covers all of our housekeeping items. Like I said, we are excited to have you guys with us, and we are going to hop right in. I'm going to start that video. You can come to a seat if you are not seated. Have a seat. For each stretch, we will take about 30 seconds in that stretching position, moving in that position. So we're going to start off just with warming up our body. So we're going to take 60 seconds here just to start marching in place. So have a nice tall seated position. Make sure that that spine is in line. You want to be sitting up nice and tall, having those shoulders back, not high up in your ears, but nice and relaxed. And we're just marching in place, moving those arms while you're marching. So we're warming up our body as we sit here, moving those arms, getting those arms nice and warm. Make sure, like I said, we're sitting up nice and tall. So we're keeping that core engaged here. We're not slouching, but we're sitting up nice and tall, keeping our spine activated. And with that core, you'll hear me say it quite a bit, keep it engaged. And what I mean by that is to, kind of think belly button to spine, kind of tuck that stomach in, tighten up those muscles, and keep them activated while we're here marching. So really try to drive that knee up towards your chest as much as you can. I'm going to take a few more moments here, just marching in place, warming up those hip flexors, engaging our muscles. Awesome. We'll stop marching there. We're going to have our feet nice and planted. I like to keep mine about hip width length apart, but do what is most comfortable for you, but make sure those feet are nice and flat and planted on the ground. We're going to start up at our head. So we're just going to take 30 seconds here to make small circles. Nice big circles all the way around, nice and slow. Starting to engage our neck muscles. Maybe you have noticed as you're coming back into the office, and maybe just even while you're still working at home or during the quarantine, you notice your neck starts to tighten up. You're looking down a lot. Those muscles start to get tight. So this is a great way to loosen them up nice and slow. And now we're going to switch our direction. We're going to go in the opposite direction, big, nice and slow circles. While you're here, you're breathing. Letting your breath maybe match the flow of your head, nice and slow. And again, we're still sitting up nice and tall. We're not allowing ourselves to slouch, but sitting up nice and tall, keeping that spine in line, core engaged. Beautiful. We're going to bring that head center. And now we're going to take our head, we're going to look all the way up and all the way down, nice and slow. Go ahead and begin there. Nice and slow, looking all the way up to the ceiling, all the way down to the floor. Kind of like your head's moving through water, nice and slow. And again, you're breathing here. Feel free to close your eyes if that's relaxing to you as you're coming into this stretch. Again, activating and working those muscles in your neck. Awesome job. We're going to bring that head right back to the center. And lastly, what we're going to do is we're going to slowly move from one shoulder over to the next. So go ahead and begin there. Bringing that chin over to that shoulder as much as you can. Again, that's comfortable, that it's not straining or stressful on your neck. And maybe you notice that your neck can't rotate too far before you start to feel a strain. That's okay. Try to do this throughout your day moving forward. And you'll start to notice that your range of motion will increase. And this will become easier with time. Awesome job. Go ahead and bring that head back center. Good. Got that neck nice and warmed up. We're going to move to those shoulders now. So we're just going to start by bringing our arms down by our side, rolling those shoulders back. Nice big circles, bringing our shoulders up by our ears and then down our back. Again, while we're here, we're sitting up nice and tall, not allowing ourselves to slouch forward, but keeping that spine nice and straight, keeping that core engaged. Awesome job. Bring those shoulders down. This time we're going to rotate them forward. So we're bringing them up towards those ears once more and down towards the front of our body. Again, nice big circles, up and over, sitting up nice and tall, feet planted, practicing great posture while we're here. Again, continue to breathe as we're going through these stretches. Awesome job. We'll relax there. What we're going to do next is we're going to extend our right arm out. We're going to bring it across our body, and then we're going to take our opposite arm, our left arm, and hook it up and over and pull that arm towards our body. So we're going to go ahead and begin there. We're going to hold here for 30 seconds. And again, try to pull that arm as close to your body as you can. Feel what is most comfortable. You should feel that stretch through that shoulder, down through that tricep. As we're stretching here, again, we're sitting nice and tall, not allowing ourselves to slouch, but keeping our posture nice and tall. Go ahead, release that arm. Same thing on the opposite side. We're going to take that left arm towards that body, pull it towards us, and hold here. Feeling that stretch through our arm and breathing. Awesome job, guys. A few more moments here. Good, and we're gonna release and relax there. Great job. What we're gonna do now, continuing with those shoulders, we're going to take our right hand and our left hand, place them on our shoulders. And we're just gonna wind those shoulders and that elbow back. So little circles, big circles, you can decide what's best. We're gonna take 30 seconds there, winding those shoulders, those arms right on back. Again, we're still sitting tall. We're not allowing ourselves to slouch, but keeping that core engaged, keeping our spine engaged, keeping our neck in line with our spine. As we're working through those major muscle groups, working on that range of motion. Awesome. You can relax there. We're going to make our way down to our legs and our hips and our legs now. We're going to begin at the hips. What we're going to do first is we're just going to step side to side. So very simple. We're just going to step in and out, opening up that hip and then closing it. 30 seconds there on the right side. Again, keeping that left leg nice and planted, sitting up nice and tall, still breathing here, opening and closing. Very simple. So we're bringing that motion into our hips, which is great. Keep breathing here. Beautiful. A few more moments here. We're going to plant that right foot and same thing on the left side. Open and close, activating those hip muscles, sitting up nice and tall. Again, not letting those shoulders come forward and start to slouch, but again, keeping everything engaged. And this doesn't have to be a fast pace. It can be nice and slow. It can be a little bit faster. You can decide what feels best and most comfortable for you. Few more moments here. Good, and we're gonna plant those feet. Now we're gonna take a wider stance with both legs. We're gonna open up just a little bit, and all we're gonna do is just lean forward. So we're gonna activate those hips, activate those glutes. We're gonna lean forward. If this is far enough, that's fine. You can stop there. If you want to take it further, you can try to place those hands down in front of you, whatever is most comfortable. But we're just gonna lean forward. Again, engaging those hip muscles. Maybe you're feeling it in your glutes a little bit. That's totally fine. But we're still keeping that spine nice and straight, even though we have now taken a tilted position. And we're still breathing here. Beautiful job. You see me looking back, I'm just checking my timer. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall, guys. Beautiful job there. We're gonna bring those feet back in, hip width length apart. And what we're gonna do now is extend our right leg right out in front. And I'm gonna lift mine so you can see it, but it's just straight out in front on top of that heel. So facing the ceiling is what that is looking like. And all you're gonna do now is just lean forward into that leg towards that foot. And you should feel that that calf muscle really fire up. Maybe the back of your legs, you'll just feel that whole back side of your legs fire up. And you're just gonna lean and reach here. And you can gauge how far that reach is. You can reach all the way for your toes, awesome. If you can reach all the way to the floor, even better. But find whatever works best for you. Take deep breaths in and out here. That opposite foot is still just planted in a bent position. Beautiful job. We're gonna sit up nice and tall, slide that right leg in, and extend our left leg out. Go ahead, lean forward towards that foot, same arm, same leg. And begin your deep breath. Again, gauging where it feels most comfortable for you. Take that stretch a little deeper by reaching towards the floor, reaching towards those toes or past those toes, whatever feels best. Awesome job, guys. Go ahead, sit up nice and tall. Bring that leg back in. Next, we're going to take our right ankle towards our knee. Excuse me. Take our right ankle towards our knee. And what we're going to do is just lift and lower. So that bottom left foot, we're just coming up on those toes and then back down on that heel. 30 seconds there. Up and down. And so as we're in that lift position, you should feel that stretch again along the back of that leg, in that hip, maybe in that glute. Lifting and lowering at a nice pace, nothing too fast. Again, still sitting nice and tall. You see my shoulders are rolled back, spine in line, core engaged, not slouching here, but great posture while we're here. Awesome job. Go ahead and relax there. We'll switch out our right leg in for our left leg. Same thing, go ahead and begin to lift and lower. Maybe, you want to deepen that stretch, move that leg in closer to your core. The closer you move it in towards your body, the more you can feel that stretch. And just lift and lower here. Continuing to breathe. Beautiful job. A few more moments here. And relax. Awesome. Again, now we're going to go back to that right leg. This time we're going to pull it in a little bit further, and all we're going to do is lean into it. So again, you should really feel it underneath in those glutes, but you're just going to lean in towards that leg as much as you can. And again, you can pull that leg even closer to your body to really deepen that stretch, but you're holding here and breathing. And of course, while we're here, we're still having our shoulders nice and rolled back, not slouching forward, but keeping that spine nice and straight, keeping that core engaged. Beautiful. You can lean back, switch out your legs. Same thing on the opposite side. That ankle's over that knee, and you're leaning in, leaning nice into that as deep as you can. Pull that leg a little bit closer if you want to challenge that stretch a little bit more. And that right foot is just planted on the ground. And we're breathing here, breathing in deeply and exhaling deeply as you're sitting here in this stretch. Beautiful job. Go ahead and release there. We're going to finish off at our feet. You can slide your right leg forward. I'm going to lift mine so you can see it, but all we're doing is taking that foot, making circles with that ankle. So you can keep that leg low if you like. You can lift it up if you like, if you want to work those quad muscles a little bit more, but just making circles at our ankle. We're going to switch directions. With that same foot, nice big circles here. Great job, guys. Still sitting up nice and tall. Good, and we're going to lower down. Slide our left leg forward. Same thing there. Big circles. Beautiful. Still sitting up nice and tall. Continuing to breathe here. Now we're going to switch that direction. Beautiful job with those circles. Good. Few more moments here. And relax and lower that leg down. Great job, everybody. Like we said, a quick total body stretch from head to toe. We hope you enjoyed this mini stretch today. And we hope to see you at our next mini stretch as well as our other fitness events that we have coming up. You will receive an email following this mini stretch break with a survey. So please let us know your thoughts, what you enjoyed, what you maybe didn't enjoy, any tips, any just suggestions or comments. We would love to hear them. And like I said, please join us for our next mini stretch break, which will be in October. We're entering a new month, which is crazy, right? But we're also going to have some Fun Fitness Fridays on the agenda as well. So please join us for those longer workouts. But we hope you enjoyed today. Ryan, are there any questions before we kind of wrap up here?
Hey, Tony, we did just have one brief question I see listed. We have lots of people saying thank you. They really enjoyed the stretch break. But we did have a question for the stretch where you have your ankle placed on your leg or on your knee. If you are unable to get your ankle up to that height, do you have any recommendations for alternatives?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm assuming you're talking about that figure four stretch. If you're not able to do that, all you can do, and it's going to be a little hard because I know you can't see my feet, but I'm going to lift it. We're going to take that foot, we're going to cross at the ankle. So you're just crossing one leg over the other, and you're just going to continue to lean into it. So it's a little less, you won't feel it as deeply, but it's the same concept. And as you can progress with that. So you can kind of move that leg further up. Maybe it's not all the way up here, but hey, maybe it's at your shin. You can hold it there and lean into it and kind of progress as you go. So that's a variation for that stretch. So hopefully that makes sense and you're able to do that next time. All righty. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining, and we hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.